All right, hello everybody. So welcome back. I want to take a few minutes just to briefly review what to write about when dealing with connections on a reading response. So this week you're going to read the book The Promise, which is a great short story that was actually a final exam a few years ago. And what I'm asking you to do this week is to write about just the connections. There are three main types of connections that you should have. Doesn't mean that you have to include all three, but you can. The first is about personal experiences. So try and relate the message of the book to a personal connection. So that's something that's happened that's significant in your life that you can connect to the message of the book. Be careful. Remember when we read the book The Zoo? I don't want you to make a personal connection in the fact that you perhaps visited a zoo when you were younger. Okay? They have to be deep personal connections that touch on the meaning of the book. Okay? So the second kind of personal or connection that you can make, just connection in general, is really connections that deal with media. That can be books, that can be videos, magazines, anything you've seen that falls under the category of media. So if you're watching like YouTube videos or other books that we've read in class, like Stargirl or Remember the Stars or The Giver, anything that you can connect to these books or videos. But again, be careful. You have to make a detailed connection to the actual message. You can't just make a general connection. For example, you can't say that The Promise takes place in a big gray city and this reminds me of The Giver because it seems like a big gray town. So be careful. You want to write a detailed connection that reminds you of the book but that touches on the message. And finally, real-world connections. Those are the most important ones. Those are connections to what's going on in the world right now or in the past. If you can make a World War II connection from something that you've read or something that you know, if you can make a connection to the situation that we're living right now, that would be great. So any real-world connections, it could be anything. It could be bullying, it could be, like I said, the pandemic, anything. So those are the three kind of connections. Personal, media, and worldly. Talk to you soon.